About your game.
Huh?
About your game specifically.
I mean, I think we left a lot on the field as an offense, and like Coach Norvell said, we're happy that we won. Like I just told you, we won, so I'm gonna be a happy man. But at the same time, I know that we can perform at a lot higher level, and I'm gonna make sure that this upcoming week, that's a point of emphasis, and I'm making sure we're pushing our guys, and I'm being a leader in that aspect so that we maximize every opportunity on Saturdays or whenever we're playing.
Hey, Brady, do you feel more pressure on your shoulders since your number one back is out?
No, I mean, like Coach Norvell said, it's a team effort, and that's a great thing. We got depth, and I just, like I said, every week I just want to do my job and make sure that I perform at my highest level. So, one guy goes down, it's unfortunate, we love him, but, next guy steps up. So.
Brady, you faced a lot of pressure last week. Your O-line did a much better job today, allowing you to step up in the pocket and make rolls. Talk about your O-line play today.
Yeah, they did a good job. Obviously, they kept me pretty clean, and I love those guys. And even last week, I think they did a really good job. And we won that game, in that last drive, really, and that is a credit to them. So I love having those guys in front of me. I think they did a really good job today and allowed me to, be upright and make my reads and throw the ball. So, a lot of credit goes to those five.
You mentioned leaving a lot on the field or whatever. What improvements from this game to next game?
Yeah, I think we just need, obviously in our preparation stuff, we just got to continue to stay sharp and focused. But when we come out, it doesn't matter who we line up against. We got to just full throttle. We got to maximize our potential. Like I said, we know how we can execute as an offense, and we obviously put up a lot of points today, and we did some really good things. I'm not saying I'm disappointed. I'm just saying I know we can be even better. So we're just going to continue to stress those things in practice. Obviously, we got to go back and watch the film, so I can't just tell you everything right now. But I know that we can take a step up.
Mike signaled out the wheel route. Take me through that. What did you see there?
Yeah, so I mean, they gave us the look that we, one high look that we prepared for the entire week, and I went through my first read, and it might have been there. I thought it was a little cloudy, and then that's that timing, that chemistry you got with your guys. I knew Joey had leverage on him and put it up for him, and fell in a good spot. And he made a really good catch, contested catch, and that was a nice big chunk.
Sounds like what Coach Norvell was saying before about finding things to work on even after a win and being pissed off and stuff like that. That seemed to really resonate with you. And is that a change from, say, your approach last year, or?
No, it's not a change. Whenever you go out and you don't, you can't be, I don't think it's good to be mad or sad if you win a game and maybe don't perform well as an individual, but I definitely think it's healthy to be a little disappointed or have a little more frustration, some sense of urgency, just knowing that we performed so well and put up that many points, but at the same time that wasn't even our best. It's like when we get to game day, we talk about you have an entire year, so you're practicing and preparing 300 plus days every year. You only get guaranteed 12 opportunities to go, show the world what you're about. So why not, when you go out there, make sure you're, the best is being put forth. And teams are going to do good things and make plays, but I definitely think we can continue to get better, and we will.
When you don't have a guy like Patrick in the lineup, how does that sort of change what you do on offense?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, every individual player is different and unique and has different skill sets. So that's what's great. We got a lot of guys, and like Kenny and other guys that are stepping up. You get a week to prepare and plan and go through what you're expecting to see, and then analyze your team and your players and what you got for that week. So it's definitely different. You definitely have to prepare and make some adjustments, but we have a lot of talent, a lot of good players that can step up, and then we can still pick up where we left off and be successful.
How do you think you did doing that this week?
I think, you saw 19 play today. I think guys just did a really good job. I think when a guy like that goes down, or maybe someone's out for whatever reason, I think there's no individual guy that just needs to step up. I think just as a team, as an offensive unit, you got to collectively step up and just raise the bar, and there shouldn't be any drop off. And I think we did a good job of that today. We just got to clean some things up.
What'd you think about Connor Adair coming?
Oh man, I was pumped. He looked good too doing it. Yeah, no, I was happy for Connor. He looked very efficient and just really calm. And that's what I told him before when I was like, man, you're prepared. You know how to play ball. And he just looked really poised out there. He was delivering some nice balls. I think he should have been perfect and had a touchdown, but ran the offense well. And that O-line that came in, and the backs and receivers, they all did a good job. So I was proud of all of them.
When Coxie's laying on the turf there briefly, and you know you've already lost Patrick, what's going through your head?
I knew he was fine. That's what I'm saying.
So wait, are you getting a PhD or medicine?
I'm working on my doctorate right now. PhD.
How are you working a PhD? In what?
It's a doctorate in liberal studies, but I get to pick my major concentrations and kind of work with the faculty to kind of plan out my own
Will you
road.
finish that this year? You were going to get a second master's.
No, I will not finish that this year.
I was gonna say,
It's going to be a little longer road to
Be a
finish
while
this
before we
one.
call you Dr.
I don't know if it'll be a while, but it's going to be longer than my previous degrees.
How'd you decide on the PhD instead of the second master's? Weren't you going to do the second master's?
Correct. That was the plan. I think, obviously, I was graduating in the summer, so it was a little delayed process. And then a faculty member reached out to my advisor and I and just said, hey, this is an option, and I think it'd be really, great for you. And I kind of was thinking about doing the doctor thing. I just thought it was going to be a little difficult to kind of get into right away. And then when I saw that option was available, I jumped on. I was like, absolutely, let's roll. It's going to be difficult, but I'm all for it.
Brady, how did you react on that the block punt that Keith returned for a touchdown?
Oh, I was excited. I mean, so the first punt, we were getting after the punts all day long, and so I was like, dang, that was close. And then was that the second or third one?
The second.
So yeah, second one we got it, and I was excited to see Keith, scoop and score. He made a guy miss, and it was really fun.
Is it fun kind of seeing just kind of how the special teams is playing out, because offense is going well, the defense play well, but to see the special teams kind of evolve into this blocking unit almost?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and that's what we always say. It's not just offense, defense. There's three phases of the game: offense, defense, and special teams. And we take a lot of pride in that special teams unit. And I think Dreek's done a good job. Obviously, he was applying pressure early, and that didn't just show up today. That's shown up in practice, and that's probably why he's on that unit. And it's cool to see them, Pop have good punt returns and kick returns and stuff like that, and then for our punt team to go out and get some pressure on and then get a couple blocks, it's super exciting to see just as a teammate.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.